Ever feel like you're on a reality show but forgot to sign up for it? Well, surprise. If you've got a Wi-Fi connection and a hacker nearby, your home could become their private show. It turns out, a simple $20 Wi-Fi receiver is all they need to turn those cozy Wi-Fi signals into a creepy kind of X-ray vision, detecting your every move. Imagine thinking you're alone while practicing your terrible dance moves, only to find out someone's watching without you even knowing it. If you're putting on a performance, at least make sure they pay for front row seats. The rise of silent surveillance, peeking through your walls. Hackers today don't need high-tech gadgets to peek into your home. Research from the University of Chicago shows that a basic Wi-Fi receiver, costing less than $20, can be used to monitor movements in your house. This is called a silent surveillance attack, where hackers passively listen to the signals emitted by your Wi-Fi connected devices without transmitting any signals of their own. It's not just about eavesdropping on your data. It's about using the physical environment against you. When signals bounce around a room and detect changes, hackers can figure out if a person is there, their movements, and even the time of day. It's like an invisible eye, watching everything without you having the faintest clue. These devices can be hidden anywhere near your home, making it almost impossible for anyone to detect them. Your smart fridge may just be their way in. Think your smart fridge is simply there to keep your food cool. Think again. Modern smart fridges are connected to your home Wi-Fi and communicate regularly with the network, making them potential entry points for hackers. Cybercriminals can exploit weak or default security settings on these Internet of Things devices to gain control. From your fridge, a hacker can then pivot to more sensitive devices connected to the same network. Think your security cameras or even personal files on shared servers. By turning a seemingly innocuous device into a Trojan horse, cybercriminals can gain control over your entire home ecosystem. It's not just about hacking appliances. It's about establishing a foothold and escalating their privileges to access critical data and controls. So next time you marvel at your fridge's latest AI feature, remember it's also another node for hackers to potentially compromise. The Alexa conspiracy, hijacking voice assistants. Voice assistants like Amazon's Alexa or Google Home are becoming more ubiquitous, but they are also vulnerable points of attack. Hackers can gain unauthorized access through vulnerabilities or weak security settings, giving them control over your device. Imagine your Alexa suddenly responding to commands you didn't give, or worse, delivering personal information straight to an attacker. Recent studies show that hackers can remotely access these voice assistants to manipulate other connected devices. It's terrifying to think that a hacker could potentially control your lights, locks, and even your alarm system just by exploiting voice assistant vulnerabilities. This type of attack doesn't just threaten privacy, but could be a precursor to more serious security breaches. It's like having an intruder use your own keys against you, with the added threat of being able to listen in on private conversations. Weak passwords, the gateway for trouble. Weak passwords are the Achilles heel of smart home security, as highlighted by the World Economic Forum's 2024 Cybersecurity Outlook. Many smart home devices come with default credentials, and users often neglect to change them, making their networks easy prey for hackers. Using something as simple as admin 123 on your router or smart lock is practically an open invitation for cybercriminals. Hackers can easily find lists of default passwords online and use them to gain access to your home devices. Moreover, password reuse across multiple devices or platforms means that once one account is compromised, the entire network could be in jeopardy. The solution? Strong, unique passwords, ideally combined with two-factor authentication, 2FA, can act as a significant barrier. Still, the convenience-driven nature of most smart home users makes it an ongoing vulnerability that hackers love to exploit. Ransomware meets the home, paying to use your lights. Imagine having to pay a hacker just to turn on your lights. With the rise of interconnected smart homes, ransomware attacks are shifting from computers to essential household systems. Hackers can infiltrate your network, lock you out of vital devices like heating or door locks, and demand a ransom for access. Some victims even receive ransom demands via their smart speakers, turning their comfort into a digital hostage situation. Paying to regain access adds a terrifying twist to ransomware, which traditionally targeted data. Cryptocurrencies make these payments easier and hard to trace, fueling this troubling trend. Wi-Fi signal leaks, seeing without seeing. Wi-Fi signals can reveal more than just your connection strength. They can expose your presence. Researchers at the University of Chicago found that hackers, using a passive Wi-Fi receiver, could analyze signal disturbances to detect when someone is home and moving around. Hackers don't need to be inside your house, just nearby, as signals bouncing off walls reveal information. This kind of attack doesn't involve data decryption. It simply interprets signal changes. While insulating buildings could help, it's impractical, leaving most homes vulnerable. Homeowners must stay vigilant until better privacy protections are standard. Spoofing sensors to trick your smart security. Your smart home security system is designed to keep intruders out. But what if the system itself could be tricked? Hackers can spoof motion sensors, making it appear as though there's no activity when there actually is, or vice versa. This can lead to cameras being turned off at critical moments or alarms failing to activate when an intruder enters. It's like someone putting a fake image in front of a security camera. Your system believes it's safe when in reality, intruders have full access. By manipulating these sensors, hackers can ensure that any movement is ignored or that false positives keep occurring, making users think it's a malfunction. Security experts emphasize the importance of multi-layered defenses, including secondary alarms or even analog locks, to mitigate the impact of such sophisticated tricks. However, the growing dependence on all-in-one smart systems leaves many homes vulnerable. Vulnerable routers, the heart of the problem. The router is the main gateway for smart homes, but it's also one of the most vulnerable. Hackers targeting it can access all connected devices, from cameras to thermostats. Many people fail to update router firmware, leaving them exposed to known security flaws. Once compromised, hackers control the entire network. The World Economic Forum suggests privacy measures like cover signals to protect data, but these are not yet standard. Homeowners should take proactive steps, such as updating firmware, changing default credentials, and disabling remote access to keep their networks secure. Phishing through smart devices, a whole new level of scam. Phishing scams are evolving and smart home devices are the new targets. Imagine your smart fridge displaying a notification from your bank urging you to verify account details. Hackers compromise these trusted devices to initiate phishing, tricking people into revealing sensitive information. Unlike email scams, this is far more invasive, exploiting the credibility of your own appliances. When a smart TV or fridge prompts you, people tend to trust it without question, making this attack effective. Experts suggest disabling unnecessary notifications and being skeptical of prompts that ask for sensitive data to protect against these phishing attempts. The lack of privacy controls and what needs to change. Perhaps the biggest issue is the overall lack of robust privacy controls in smart home devices. The World Economic Forum's report for 2024 emphasizes the need for manufacturers to implement user-friendly privacy options like a privacy button that masks Wi-Fi signals to confuse hackers. This button could essentially create noise, making it impossible for hackers to distinguish between real movement and a random signal. Until such features become standard, consumers are left to their own devices, pun intended, to protect their homes. This means disabling unnecessary features, keeping firmware updated, and carefully managing which devices have access to the network. As the market for smart homes grows, so too does the need for built-in privacy and security measures. The onus is on both manufacturers and users to step up security practices, ensuring that these conveniences don't come at the cost of personal safety and privacy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. It's like giving your future self the gift of entertainment. See you next time, unless I get hacked and become a toaster.